Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Donna here, and thanks for stopping in to see what I'm getting up to today. Well, today is going to be a little short and sweet video. Actually, what's going to happen is you're going to get to see me 3 days in a row, you lucky people. But today I wanted to share with you a haul. I did get some things in from Craft Outlet, so I wanted to share those with you, and a project to share, something I had worked on. And I'm also planning to do a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And I don't want to do them both at the same time because it just gets to be too long. And, you know, people lose interest and fast forward and so on and so forth. I'd rather have you enjoy the project when I make it. So the project video of the St. Patrick's Day wreath will be going up tomorrow. So I will be doing this one today, Friday. My project video will go up tomorrow, and then my simple suppers will be going up Sunday. So you'll have me around for 3 days in a row. You'll need a vacation after that, I'm sure. So anyway, let me just start by sharing some of the things I got at the Craft Outlet haul. If you remember, a couple of hauls ago I showed you this cute rabbit set. And it has the head, the legs, and the arms are actually a banner. Let me just see if I can open this without making too much noise with this plastic. The arms are actually a Happy Easter Easter egg banner that will go across the front. Okay, so I wanted to pick up some mesh to work with for this, and I picked up these rolls, two of them, of this pastel colored mesh, and I think it will go nicely with the pastel colored Easter eggs. And I'll be doing probably a ruffle wreath with that, because I think the ruffles will make it look like the bunny has a skirt. We'll make it a girl bunny. Well, she's got a bow in her hair, so she is a girl bunny. So that's one thing I picked up. I also picked up a couple of more wreath forms. These are all the work forms. And these are the 15, they call them 1524, which means that this circumference here, the inner circumference is 15 inches, but when you finish the wreath should be about 24 inches wide. So I have one in yellow. We'll be doing a bumblebee wreath down the road. And I have one in pink. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use the pink or the purple for this young lady, but that one looks pretty good on there. So I had two more wreath forms. And see, they're quite elevated. If you look at these work forms, they're quite elevated from top to bottom here. I don't know if you can see with all these twists. And maybe you can see there. So they do make a very big statement wreath. I picked up some pretty green, and this is called an ombre mesh, a metallic ombre mesh. And this is what we're going to use for the St. Patrick's Day bubble. We're going to do a bubble. So that'll be the project for tomorrow. And I also picked up a nice one of yellow, which will be for later for the bumblebee wreath. You know, I saw a picture of a wreath made with yellow the other day, and it's something like, I don't know why I never thought of yellow. It was an Easter wreath, actually, and it really was attractive with the bright yellows, and then they put different color ribbons on it to bring out some color. Speaking of ribbon, the primary purchases that I made this time were ribbon. I got this one. This is really cute. This is a 2.5-inch ribbon, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 2.5. And it has bunnies on it in the different colors. I think that's so cute. They look like, oh my goodness, the little sugar marshmallow candies. I'll think of it. I also picked up this one, which I think is really pretty. And this is a pink and blue and white with rickrack. I don't know if you can see the rickrack in it. Okay, you know what I'm going to try to do? I might turn this up a light down just a little bit on the top. It might be giving a little bit too much glare. Or, I tell you what, I'll move you a little bit closer because that way you'll be in front of the ribbon. I'm in front of the light, not in back of it. Okay, so now you can see probably a little better. And that was the bunny one. This one is for, guess, St. Patrick's Day. I think that's really pretty with all of the shamrocks. I love this one with all of the flowers. Blue, green, and it has purple, pink, and white in it. Because I do have some purple mesh that I will use, and a purple work wreath actually, that I'm planning to use for another Easter wreath, and that will not be a bubble. That will be, I don't think it'll be a bubble. I think that'll be a poof wreath with some ribbons and bows. I picked up this pink. It is, doesn't say the actual color, but it's another 2.5. Whoops, sorry. Can't see it from the top, can you? And also, this one is really pretty, and it has some sparkles in it. Pink and white. Check. And one more, this green and white stripe. And I'm thinking these would be nice in the same wreath. And the reason I got some of these ribbons is, if you remember this wreath that we made with the woodland ruffle. And this is a big, bold wreath. In fact, I just measured it, and it's about 26 inches. It's beautiful. It makes a great statement, but I don't have any ribbon or bows on it yet because I couldn't find ribbons and bows that I thought would look good with it. But I think this pink, if you notice, see if you can see the edge of those, it has a pink in it and it has a blue. So this pink I think is about the same color pink. I think this pink for a smaller one. I think this green, maybe. That green might not work. I might still have to look for some green. But I want to get some ribbons on this because this will make a great statement on my front door because it's nice and big. So, but I needed some spring color ribbons. I tell you what, I put away in a box up on the shelf all of my Christmas and fall ribbon. and it pretty well wiped out my ribbons. So, because I had a lot of them. We decorate so much when it comes to fall and Christmas that you keep buying those. And of course, I love to get the ribbons from Sam's or Costco. And it's the only time of year I ever see any there is Christmas and Thanksgiving, fall. So I didn't have a whole lot of pretty springs and summer ribbons. So I wanted to get a few of those in. And that's really not all the ones I want to get. But, you have to be a little conservative on shopping. So the next craft outlet order, I'll probably get a few more. I have a picture here. It's so funny. This is the picture. And I had planned to do a ruffle wreath. And on the back of this rabbit, it actually does show one. Let's see if I can get it without a glare. There, maybe, yeah. So I think I have an idea that that's the way I want to go. And I don't think that, actually that one used rolls, but we're going to use ruffles. Now, the project share. I tried something for the first time, and I will share the how-to with you. I needed to make sure I knew how to do it myself before I shared it with you. But I made a sign. Okay? And that sign is a painted sign because I made a stencil with my Cricut. It took me a few times, some trial and errors, and trust me, if I get this up close, and I don't want to go too close, make you sick, you won't see that it's not totally perfect, but I think it's darn close. Now, I haven't put any kind of top coat on this, and I will, just to preserve it. Probably just spray it with a clear acrylic. And when you're using white paint, you want to use a water-based acrylic. If you don't use a water-based acrylic, it'll turn your white paint kind of a dull, like your white clothes sometimes yellow. Well, it'll turn your paint like that. But this is one of these forms from, this one came from Hobby Lobby. It's a woody pile, they call them. This was $1.98 at Hobby Lobby. I am going to paint the back of the sign. I just wanted to make sure the front of the sign got good and dry before I started playing with it. But I am very pleased with the way it came out. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it's really not too difficult. The first vinyl I used, and I don't know, I have some vinyl, and unfortunately I didn't keep a good track of what kind of vinyl is what. And the first vinyl I used, there was no way that it was going to stick to this wood. And I thought it was because it was painted, because instead of stained. But other people make a lot of painted signs, and they have the vinyl on them. So I tried a different vinyl, and it was night and day. It stuck to it fine. So whatever this first vinyl was, either the stickum on the back of that vinyl was poor, or it just was not the right kind of vinyl to adhere to the wood. So what I used was an Oracal removable vinyl. You don't want a permanent vinyl because you'll never get it off the wood, but the removable vinyl, and it really got a good seal. So anyway, I'm excited about that. We made something new. You're never too old to try something new. And if it doesn't work out, it's a $1.98 piece of wood, so we're not going to worry about it. So anyway, that's my stash and my talk and my chat and my wood and my wreath and my rabbit. And that's my video for today. I will be back tomorrow with a bubble St. Patrick's Day wreath. So make sure you stop in, stay a while, and we'll make a bubble together. Until then, have a great Friday afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.